the versions of their honesty. Guarantee we move like vandals down darkened streets and talk like dinosaur novels. Shining blackness in our one-track eyes, shining blackness in our one-track mind, shining blackness in our one-track eyes. Like gunfire lightning corners, just like cannibals, we must be starving. Scandals of society with our churlish wretches. We watch the graves and go for the bones of beloved ancestors and blessed saints. Deepest darkness in our blackened hearts, got no time for you bleeding hearts. Deepest darkness in our blackened hearts, got no time for you bleeding hearts. Comes with lots of loneliness, it comes on nights of choruses. You're going to die and go straight to hell. Hell. issue of discipline. Let's start an illusion with hand and pen. Read the words and start again. Accept the gift of sin. The gift of pleasure is bleeding to smother my words. The four walls drain me dry of all imagination. Crying out to be told to stand still. Crying out to be told to stand still. The price of red death is the price of true love. The nights of red death are the nights of true love. The price of red death is the price of true love. The nights of red death are the nights of true love. The Black Queen drops through my skin. The King of Hearts is waiting close to home. Someone shooting outside. Trigger fingers itching. Another moving target. More blood on your supplies. More blood for the price of red death. Nailing you to the wall. Nailing you to the Spanish mystic. Nailing you to the wall. Nailing you to the wall. Nailing you to the Spanish mystic. Nailing you to the wall. Three shots ring out to scream. To play Roman soldier that lives inside of me. A perennial artist. What do you see? What do you see? My secret fear of being alone. I sit and hold hands with myself. I sit and make love to myself. I've got blood on my hands. I've got blood on your hands. I've got blood on my hands. I've got blood on your hands. Blood on our hands. Blood on our hands. Blood. 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 Blood.
playing us whole. Creed of love bars, not our way. Singing shapeless as our day. Fishwives leave the guns, mothers leave their sons, while the curious men with their curious smiles leave rejected birds one by one. Not from fear, count us well, we're always here. Feeding a stranger lost in dark, call it each in Abbey Park. Mothers leave their sons, while the curious men with their curious smiles leave rejected in pairs one by one. Fill the air, mark of shame already there. Streamers flung against the wind, cross our faces we have. We have. We have. For 3 days down underground for 6 more. decisions cannot penetrate my feet, tripping, gliding, falling numbly. Hands held together with unwanted skin, ripping, hiding, calling dumbly. You in houses of mud, you in gutter sleep, love. You born to slaughter, suede gloves. You dressing daughters and sons. Like you, I am broken and fragile. Like you, I am tasting my heart for the first time. Like you, I'm feeding on slumber. Like you, I've left my eyes far behind me. Down for the count, I'm still drowning. I'm still drowning. The eighth day, sleep. The eighth day, clawed my way back to the first. No gentle fingers collapse on my eyes, weeping, crying, struggling blindly. There's no sanity standing me back on my feet. Well, I'm in an empty room. I'm burning books from you. Well, I'm lost in bed with you, breaking these mirrors to end all I've seen. Like you, I am broken and fragile. Like you, I am tasting my heart for the first time. Like you, I am feeding on slumber. Like you, I've left my eyes far behind me. Down for the count, I'm still drowning. I'm still drowning. I'm still drowning. How I wanted him to rise up with the clouds. How I asked for love, received the wounds on cheek, the night's empty sleep. hopeless words I can't keep. Research is like a magnet, all the metal is me. Open signs and his raw hands were slammed to his face. Slammed in his face. Like fire under horse, face smiling eyes, project ray. Lays against his teeth, lays against his teeth. Lays against his teeth. The luxury of tears burn my fingers, spinning devils of snow. The luxury of tears burn my fingers, spinning devils of snow. The luxury of tears burn my fingers, spinning devils of snow. The luxury of tears burn my fingers, spinning devils of snow. Oh, devils must know. The luxury of tears. Changed his shape, he raised his eyes masked with greed. Threw out his arms, pulled open the door. A moist, sour tongue. Down the silver screen, down the silver stream. Ushering the figures through his own neck. I undressed in his throat, a passion for dust was slapped in his face. Pulled them down by the wings that rose from my wrist, or back up the stairs, and laughed in his face, laughed in his face, laughed in his face, laughed. Expecting dirt as the bullet pays. The bell is tolling, get up, boy. Last night was all a mistake, love. You've gotta wanna stay, I wanna stay. You can't always not always. It goes slower. I found your soul smashed on these stones. Right or wrong, a lament stands backed in corners. It's a mistake. You know you're so. It's a mistake. Put our love into the oceans. It's a mistake. It's been our love on all the coasters, but one of them stays. Our love is strong. Oh, don't say no. You're so, boy. You found it stolen. You found it stolen. It's a mistake. Falling onto roses. How can the stolen be stolen? Love's a child bringing hope in between us. You fall in love instead, it must be me. You fall in love instead, it must be me. You fall in love, another stone to throw. It's all a mistake. You fall in love when instead another stone to throw. Sometimes feel like breaking the halos. Hail to the faithful. In morning it's still grateful that broken wings don't sleep light in the mud. Unwelcome sleepers from my chest, the white world and black shadows. Saliva bombs of rain. Fire is strong, lighting hands burn white with anger, while every judge hears the cry deep in his marrow. Hail to the faithful. In morning it's still grateful that broken wings don't sleep light in the mud. Unwelcome sleepers from my chest, the white world and black shadows. the crust. Sing applauds embracing dust. Their voices covered in rubble, I suppose. Air falls out. Air falls out. Saliva bombs the brain. Sometimes feel like breaking the halos, breaking the halos, breaking the halos, breaking the halos. Membrane unhook, unlock a misblend. Mistook the image as dream, while these tears of joy cascade. Innocence, it seems, has done the same. Life without honor on him in an instant. Doubtful quarters of pain have led us to distant lives, mingle with similar caverns of shame. Who to blame? My brother. Who to blame? My brother. My brother. Who to blame? My brother. Who to blame? My brother. Who to blame? My brother, who to blame, who to blame? Joyride through debris, this mirage that blinds us. And he keeps moving slowly, boldly, underground. Nailed to splintered wood, another tender sin. Mirage that blinds us, murder my sight, this mirage. Who to blame? Who to blame? My brother. Who to blame? It blinds us, binds us, caress, forget this mirage of assault, mirage.
Yes, the rays have Some made light of death and sorrow. Light of death and sorrow. But death is glory now. Death is glory now. Shiny boots of leather, whiplash, girl child in the dark. Comes and bells, your servant, don't forsake him. Strike, dear mistress, and cure his heart. Down his sins of streetlight fancies, chase the costumes she shall wear. Ermine furs adorn imperious. Severin, Severin awaits you there. Tired and I am weary. Well, I could sleep for 1,000 years, 1,000 dreams that would wake me. Different colors made of tears. Kiss the boots of shiny, shiny leather. Shiny leather in the dark. Tongue of thongs, the belt that does await you. Strike, dear mistress, and cure his heart. Severin, Severin, speak so slightly. Severin, down on your bended knees. Taste the whip, in love not given lightly. Taste the whip, now please for me. even your servant comes in bells, please don't forsake him. Strike, dear mistress, and cure his heart.
After murder, we encounter the great mystery, that which surpasses the human experience, the human disease. Directly before, a moment or two after, and essentially during murder, great mysteries revealed. Animal introduction. The first prehistoric urge instilled at birth. The first cries of freedom, if only from the womb. And birth and death do not end it. This transgression is perhaps the first and final step in the evolutionary stage. Before and after reincarnation. Seen through the murderer's eyes, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall always want the only true free spirit. He maketh me to lie and wait for rapture. Dark horse rider, he leadeth me to vile angel of dark shadows. He destroyed my soul. In the path of blindness, for his name's sake. Blindness. The first incision fulfills in the valley of the shadow of death. For the last, thou appeareth before me through animal eyes, in robes of silicone and rust, and God's eye. Thou dost defile me as no other has before thee, and God's eye. I feel all life, for thou art with me. Thy rod and staff serve to defeat me through the murderer's eyes. In the presence of my enemies, the only true free spirit, thou anointest my head with scalding oil, dark horse rider. My blood runneth over, Magus Slayer. Surely goodness and mercy shall forsake me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell underground, underfoot, forever, in the presence of mine enemies. The first incision fulfills the need for the Lord is my shepherd, seen through animal eyes, always want, and God's eye.
I read in an interview that you did not long ago, I can't remember the magazine, that you were a little bit hesitant about releasing From the Horse's Mouth because it was so personal.
A little bit at first, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of that. It's I don't know, it's really one of my favorite pieces, but it was just so personal, the whole experience of writing it and everything. But I I mean, I kind of felt the same way when I released Every King a Bastard Son. It was, you know,
Yeah.
those are like the most personal, introspective looks at myself. So it's kind of weird when you're like, oh, well, other people are going to hear that too.
Was it a good healing method?
Oh, yeah, it was. Actually, I think it's about the only thing that really saved me at that point was sitting down and writing out this stuff.
Well, the last time that we spoke, we had spoken a lot with about a lot of the projects that you've been involved with over the years, and well, this time around, I'd like to touch on maybe, you know, like Roz as a person, you know, who Roz is, the man behind the music,
Okay.
if you will. Because I've followed you throughout the years, and you know, it's just I kind of want to get a look at the man behind the music, and I don't know. A question that I have here is how old were you when the thoughts of man's mortality became a question, and how did this affect? What effect did this have on your life?
I mean, I would say pretty early on, since I was raised in a very religious home, those ideas were, you know, pretty much around from birth, although I didn't, you know, pay them much attention until maybe around 9 or 10 or something, and which is, you know, the same time when I discovered that it was music that I wanted to be doing with my life.
Right.
But affecting me, it was, well, as I've told people before, the writing of the first album was basically a reaction to what I was hearing from my parents and so forth. Things that I didn't really like what I was hearing when I was hearing it. And I was kind of like, you know, I thought some things were put in the wrong way, and you know, it was kind of like this fear factor, you know, playing a role, and so the first album was kind of written in reaction to that, and exercising some of that out of myself, you know.
Right. Through a lot of your work, you seem to exhibit the darker side of things. Growing up, were your childhood fascinations fixed more on the more both?
I don't know if I'd say any more so than anybody growing up. But, I mean, you know, I wasn't like fascinated by anything really growing up besides music, which isn't in itself too dark or morbid. But, you know, of course, as I said, you know, I thought about other things because of the religious aspect and certain things that were told to me at the time, and how, you know, dreams, which I find very important to waking life, you know, at the time were considered to be of the devil, and you know, well, of course I dreamt, so I was like, you know, the devil must be in there somewhere under my bed or in my head or something. So, you know, I mean, those thoughts would arise, but, you know, I never really dwelled on anything. It's just what next record I was going to buy.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself a paranoid human being?
At times, definitely. Not most of the time.
Really?
But, I mean, there are certainly times when I become a bit paranoid and a bit agoraphobic.
Well, I have a lot of people say to me, you know, I bet you he carries a handgun.
I'd be afraid to own a handgun. Let me put it that way.
Knock too many people off.
Yeah, or myself, or, you know, probably by accident, which would just be absolutely ridiculous. But no, I don't know, I deal with things okay. Kind of involved in my own world, so it's when I have to be a part of the so-called real world, it's just, I don't know, I'm kind of like, put myself somewhere different.
Yeah. Is there a particular item or something, that you endeared most as a child, like a particular item, whether it be, something given to you or...
Yeah. Child. Not really, no. I've always been one to collect things and a bit of a pack rat in that. Like I said, mostly when I was a child, it was, my fascination was just collecting records and music. And I did have a skull collection for a while when I was younger, just like little plaster skulls. Different ones. I remember my mother telling me I had to put them away once when my grandmother was coming over.
Were you the kind of child that would go out and join in with the other children in the neighborhood? And
not really.
You're more secluded.
I think in elementary school I was a bit more attentive to other people around me, and then as I kind of got to the end of elementary and like junior high and stuff, I was just kind of more of a loner.
Would you say that you were, as a child, would you say that you were the bully or the bullier?
Oh, I was not a bully, no. No. In fact, at one point in high school, I had to get myself a bodyguard. Well, actually, he offered to be my bodyguard.
Oh, really?
I was like, okay. Mr. Mechanics class woodshop guy. Like, love your bodyguard. It's like, okay.
Did you ever just like snap out on somebody and completely surprise them,
Oh yeah. Sometimes you have to. I would normally just, even with my life today, it's like, I normally just try to ignore situations where, people are just being idiots, because I feel like, well, there's no reason for me to get on that same level with them. But then again, there's a point where people can push too far, and then something has to be done.
Were you a good student in high school, or did you not really care about school too much?
No, basically the only reasons I went to school were to like meet up with a couple of friends and then ditch school for the day. Didn't really care much for what they had to talk to me about.
Were you fond of music class?
I've never taken any music classes.
Really?
No. I liked my art class for a while, but that was like really the only thing. I wanted to take driver's education just to see the films, but I never ended up taking it. But now they're on video, so I guess I didn't miss it.
I know that you have a fascination for serial killers.
I have an interest.
An interest.
I don't know if it's a fascination, but an interest, yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. I don't even know if you've ever thought of before, so I don't know how you'll be able to answer this. But hypothetically speaking, if you were a serial killer, what would your trademark be, and who would your targets be?
That might be a little more information than I need to give out. I was actually thinking about this a few days ago.
Oh, really?
I was talking to some friends, and it's kind of interesting because, I read a lot about, various different killers and stuff, but mostly my main thing is men who kill other men or boys. And I think that, if I were to do something, it would be the same. It would either be a man or a boy that I would kill, or men or boys. I don't know why, though. Being gay, it's kind of weird. But I don't know. I just think if I killed a woman, it would just be out of pure anger,
Uh-huh.
frustration. But killing a man would, I know this sounds bizarre, but kind of be more out of an act of love in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I don't know if I would have any particular, like, style or MO, you know. I'm
Uh-huh.
not sure.
Oh.
I'd probably want to leave something behind.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, just some kind of identifying mark, but I'm not quite sure what that would be. And if I decide 2 years from now to actually start doing it, if I told you, then I'd blow it right there.
Do you find yourself frequently fighting the dark angel on your shoulder, who's edging or perhaps egging you on and tempting you to do things that you would wish to refrain from?
Well, there are occasions, yeah, but it's not, I don't know, it's not really something that is like an overpowering thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just something that I realize is there and that, you know, just like anything else needs to be dealt with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
At certain times it'll be like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
remember me? You gotta do something. Like, okay. You know, but I try to work those things out in a more positive way than I used to.